Here we go.
This will be a rough one here. So if he does something close to that 148, then
yeah.
I mean, either way, I got mad respect, but that'll be something else.
Gate is down, Kevin.
Like that, then I think everybody should try to sign him.
This is probably
Ryder Malinowski, Kevin.
Kawasaki rider just flashing past the two Yamaha riders.
Yeah,
Absolutely. It looks like it is. Oh,
maybe the 40 of Caden Dudney.
Yep.
Oh,
Dudney now.
The racetrack.
Dudney out front as he leads the field in the Ten Commandments.
He's got the 91.
Malinowski's going to get credit for the whole shot, Kevin.
Yep, Malinowski trying to keep the pace. If you can just latch a rope around that guy, he'll drag you out to the front of the racetrack for sure.
I mean, you follow every line he's got, you could stay within a bike or two. You're going to have a good finish toward the end. Gordon Dudney, Russell, there's Carter Malcolm again.
Yeah, looks like Landon Gordon in third. So Gordon has a better point. He has 1 point on Caden Dudney. So Dudney, this is perfect for him.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to find out what exactly happened to Carter Malcolm. Maybe he'll get up in there on this when we get a chat with him. But, hey, he had one. So close to be on that podium. And things change, Kevin. That's the mystery here at Loretta.
Sophia, these opening stages of these laps, man, they are just a fast, furious affair. You got to just charge or you get passed by 5 guys just like that.
Absolutely. I've been told by many people as advice to just turn your brain off in this, specifically the first lap, and also specifically when you're out here with the boys. The teenage boys are just wild, and they know no limits to
Sophia, you're telling us something. Teenage boys are wild and have no limits.
Wow.
Great observation.
She's dead on.
Thank you.
She is absolutely dead on. And now
I raised a couple of them. Kevin Kelly had them at his track. He knows my guys were wild.
And I have raced a couple of them.
Gordon is up to the number 2 spot, folks. He has made the pass around Malinowski.
Got one down over there, Kevin, in the but he's going to be okay.
So the championship now starting to shape up. The 40 of Caden Dudney trying to run and hide from his teammate and Malinowski.
Whoa, what about that line you just saw Gordon? He's not going through rough stuff. He comes in and he doubles up over the rough stuff there in front of the mechanics area.
Yeah, he's setting up wide so he can totally miss a lot of those bumps coming in and then jump over the ones leaving.
Well, you better be careful out there because here they come. There's your leader one more time through the Ten Commandments. Caden Dudney, under the watchful eye of Kevin Windham, says, hey, I'm training that guy.
He is. Doing a good job. And the number 18 is watching him right away. He's trying to get into this pace. Landon Gordon, I mean, he is just going away. Look at the different lines, though. Dudney way on the left-hand side of the racetrack. And you've seen these guys migrate. If you had a heat map of this racetrack and how the lines have evolved, they've all just pushed out. They are all hunting for good, smooth, clean dirt.
Yeah, you come through there and getting that wild woolly hook one that we always see going into Storyland, you learn, hey, that ain't the one I need to be in, Jackie Legs.
Yeah, exactly. That hook is getting everybody. We see a few riders hitting that this time around. I guarantee they won't hit it the next time they come through.
All right, Sophia, what do you see?
I was going to just say that these riders are so crafty. Speaking about how they're changing their lines throughout the course of the day and then also just throughout the course of the moto. It takes a lot of crafty riding and forward thinking to be racing at this high of a level. You're doing so many things while you're out there, and these guys are master multitaskers. So they're out there and they're doing so many things at once, but choosing lines is a crucial part of it. And like you guys are saying, they're able to find these smooth ones. And Landon Gordon jumping over the bumps and changing kind of the course of the corner is really helpful in these rough terrain situations.
And he had a problem, boys, in that finish line turn. Both feet were out, so we'll see if that helped out Gordon.
And having cat-like reflexes.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So here comes that
That's a great
part of the racetrack. Pachow! There you go. Good job, Wes. So we are past the mechanics area. We are following along with Cade Dudney, who was trying to run it high, but I think Gordon has latched onto him. They both hit a 154, 1/100th of a second slower was Landon Gordon. So he is on the pace now.
Absolutely.
Of Cade Dudney.
Those Kawasaki riders 1 and 2, I'm sure out there for that Kawasaki contingency, they have those posters up in staging about how much they offer for these races, and they have stepped up their game this year. They offer a lot in contingency, which I appreciate also as a Kawasaki rider.
Keep the contingency coming, man.
Right?
All right, we are watching them.
Let's take a look at who we got out there now that we have 2 laps complete. Caden Dudney leading the way. Landon Gordon holding on to the number 2 spot. Ryder Malinowski in the number 3 spot with Alvin Hillen in the 4th place position. Landon Hart's just behind him in 5th. Landon Gibson holding on to 6th. Alexander Fedorsov in the number 7 spot. Holland Russell holding on to 8th. Cole Forbes in 9th. And then rounding out your top 10 is Logan Best. Who are we seeing 11th through 20th?
Carter Malcolm is coming in in 11th, and Christian Merman in 12th. Dane Morales in 13th, AJ Greenwell in 14th, Gavin Betts in 15th, Cole Timbo in 16th, Caden Marple in 17th, Trevor Haslett in 18th, Jonathan Getz in 19th, and Trevor Bernard in 20th.
Brought to you by our good friends at
Cometic Gaskets.
All right, your leaders, guys, have come through the finish line again, and Gordon continues to chop ever so slightly into that lead. He's latched on, and he is going with Caden Dudney. And I have a new favorite turn on this racetrack. That sandy turn right there when they lighten up the suspension, sit down in that left-hander. We'll address it here in a minute. The top 5 guys were all about 45 degrees in that thing, like a NASCAR turn in the sand. I'm a dork for turns like that. That's super cool.
So your top 3 in the running order now is also going to be your top 3 as far as the championship goes. Dudney, Gordon, and Malinowski.
Landon Gibson back there. There's Alvin Hillen, Kevin. You highlighted him at the beginning of the week on the Honda.
He's good.
And he's like the only guy up there, Kevin.
He's good, yeah. He's got a lot of style, too, man. He's going to be good. Malinowski might have to deal with him as they work their way through the 10 Commandments. Alvin Hillen, he's got some folks behind him as well. He's got Hartz and Gibson and Fedorsov. There's your leaders. And looks like Gordon kind of picking up on the lines that Dudney's throwing down.
Yeah, here they come out there. They're headed back to Storyland. And Dudney don't even look like he's working hard, Kevin.
He's got a good, clean, smooth riding style. They're going to work their way back towards us, and then they get into this sand section. And just keep an eye on this turn, man. And if you look out the window here, it's even cooler because the angle that we get. But they're going to work their way down this big sweeper here.
Oh.
And the suspension is going to lighten up here in just a minute. And this turn is so cool to watch. They just go rup and then lay it in there and just carve it up.
Carve it up like a Christmas turkey.
Or a Thanksgiving turkey or a Christmas ham, you know.
How about a
all
Christmas
the holidays?
goose?
I love it. A July 4th ham.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of stuffing going around out here, so it could be Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Could
Okay.
be Thanksgiving. We saw a little early on in the week some stuffing going on.
Gordon uncorking this big double right beside us here and draws up a little bit closer, going outside. Different lines there for your leader versus Gordon. Not sure if that worked out or not. 153 and a 152 for Gordon that time around.
So the 2 Kawasaki riders going to work here early in this one. 4 laps complete so far. Still plenty more racing to go for our 250B Moto number 3. Caden Dudney trying to get it done.
3-1 scores for Dudney. Basically, it is tied-ish. 3-1 and 1-2. So Dudney just out front of Gordon, literally in the race and in the points. Don't want to get past. I think that would flip-flop things. Tripling there.
All right, there he is. There is Landon Gordon back there. Very calm, him and his brother Revin. Very calm, very subtle. You see them, they give you a head nod. They are all about serious business out there.
This is a scenario we love.
Tell me.
It's winner take all between these two. Maybe you could argue they might be the two of the, or maybe the 2 fastest here. A couple pro sport riders probably have something to say about that. But
and Brown,
now,
Mike Brown, 50-plus rider,
and Mike Brown.
And Kelleher
is making tracks toward the leader. And by the way, they raced first thing in the morning, and it was reversed. Dudney made the move on Gordon and got the win. Now Gordon is trying to make the move on Dudney and get the win. And whoever wins it is the champ.
Watch him right here. Dudney not sending it on this big double. Gordon setting it up. He's been hitting it from the outside. A little puff of smoke out of the bike from Dudney.
Wow.
That's a risk-reward move there.
That could be a concern right there with a puff of smoke, Kevin.
It was.
Oh, Gordon did the big swapper, but able to pull it back into contenders. Now, if you're Ryan Holiday, you got these 2 guys here, you know your A-class is going to look good. Whether it's next year or the next year, these guys are on a rail.
I'm going to ask Sophie Phelps up here, our 2-time champ here at Loretta. There's so much talk about how soft and deep this track is. I don't know. I'm seeing the opposite being the challenge the way it's turned out today.
Yeah, I would agree. In fact, I was thinking that this looks a little bit similar to some of the tracks that I practice on in Southern California. That's a very common place, obviously, for riders to live and train. And something that's similar is just how the track is drying out, and we get a little bit of that hard pack underneath the dirt, like going down past or down into the billboard turn. I noticed that a little bit. And I heard someone say today that they kind of sealed up the track a little bit because we were expecting a little bit of rain.
Kevin said that last night that they were ready.
Yeah, exactly, and that'll do exactly this to the track. So we're lucky that we're still getting deep ruts in the corners, but yeah, some of the straightaways are getting maybe a little bit dry and just a little bit more hard packed. So if you have experience riding on some different track, then that'll definitely play a good role. It's just very important to be a well-rounded and versatile rider so that when you come to a track and have this conditions versus yesterday conditions versus last year's very muddy conditions, you're able to ride it all.
You hear that, Weege? I want you to know that.
Versatile, Weege.
Hey, I just set it up, and then she took that ball and slammed it.
No, it was great. I'm sitting here learning. I'm listening at it.
They jumped from the three-point line.
She has been up here.
I set up the assist, though. I get the assist. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you did.
Battle continues, Dudney and Gordon. And it's so funny, too, because for about 2 laps, it looked like Gordon had his number. Gordon caught him. Gordon was putting pressure on. Dudney was making mistakes. Kevin Kelly even saw a little smoke coming out of his bike. And now he has not stretched it back out, but there's a little less pressure than there was a lap ago.
Great battle back here for the number 3 spot. Hillian getting the business out, for Malinowski, Hillian, and Hartz. And I think Hillian has gotten Malinowski. Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Hey, big shout out to Luke Boyd, working hard on a suspension. He is the bones, the new bones out there at PC.
Okay.
And he even said, he goes, how good was Drew Adams' suspension?
Nice.
He messaged me. I said, hey, it looked pretty good to me. He was on the box. Got a championship.
The legend over there. Those are some big shoes to fill doing suspension.
He's been doing it.
Circuit.
He has been doing it.
Well,
Luke Boyd.
Blood in the water here, guys.
Go ahead,
and
Kevin.
ripping a tear off is the 18 of Gordon. Lost a little time on that long short shoe. Gonna have to reset.
He was so close, too.
He is ready to pounce at any miscue by our leader, Caden Dudney.
He's been able to catch him multiple times, Jason.
One thing that I think is playing into that, and I want you to watch the triple coming out of Storyland, is that at the beginning, Gordon was doing that triple coming out of Storyland, but I believe Caden picked up on that and started doing it. It's very tricky in the afternoon because that little tabletop before it gets a little bit hard packed on the downside, and you could get some wheel spin when your seat bouncing into that jump. So let's watch those Team Green riders as we see 1 and 2 of them do it. So I kind of think that may have stretched the lead back out for Caden.
Finally, we have someone up here that knows what she's talking about. I've never heard anyone mention how slippery seat bouncing that tabletop. Kevin Kelly, you have not once told me what it was like to seat bounce that
Because
thing.
I can't seat bounce. I can't do that. Are you kidding
You
me?
never told me about seat bouncing one time.
I would never try that. That's dangerous.
This is Landon Gibson that we're watching here. Week started out great for him. It was actually him and Gordon battling for the Moto win here at the beginning of the week. Starts kind of went away from him. He had some crashes at the wrong times. Now he's up to 4th. Would like to get Malinowski for 3rd.
A little bit of a bobble there for Gordon. He doesn't jump the double. He's trying to go inside and match up, see what's going on with the rider out front of him, just pulling away. Dudney has done some things here that has really stretched things out now. Got it over 2 seconds, I think.
He did. Well, okay, I'll take it back.
Thanks.
You literally knew it was going to be 2 seconds before we saw the clock say it was 2 seconds.
Just added, actually 3, but he stretched it out.
1.9 seconds that he added to his lead. So Dudney responding. Going to be up to Gordon, like I said, to reset.
Jackie Lays, you're looking hard. What do you got to say?
I've been watching the battle back there between Hartz and Gibson. Gibson now got the upper hand of that. He moves into the 4th place position. Cole Forbes, he's advanced up. He was outside of that top 10. Now he finds himself in 7th. Alexander Fedorstov as well has advanced up to that 6th place position.
Keep an eye on Getz, Betts, Timbo. Timbo Slice made some noise here earlier in the week, settling into now.
I think Cade Dudney is feeling some kind of way. He came over this triple or the tabletop in the middle, threw it all kind of sideways like that is what's up. Like he knew he had stretched it out. He has got a flow going right now.
Kevin Windham, you like when you see Dudney throwing those big whips in the middle of a moto? You do?
Big flashy whips.
You're okay with it? All right.
I mean, he's feeling himself.
We had Caden on Radio Fox the other night. He said that his opinion of your opinion might have been a little opposite. He says you're like, the whips, you don't need to whip that much. So that's a scrub. You'll take that. Oh, there are other times where it's just a whip. That was a scrub. All right.
He's trying to scrub.
He's trying to scrub. Yes, trying to scrub.
So do we approve of this?
That's not a scrub now.
Okay, now it was a whip. Now
he was feeling
trying
himself.
to scrub, but actually doing a whip, says Kevin Windham. And Dudney, what has happened here? The lead is massive now.
He's feeling it. That's all I can say, man. He's putting it down. He's going to have another good 153, and your second place rider's probably in the 154s, 5s maybe.
Cross flags are out, so
halfway home.
5 minutes left in this one. So we got a good 3 laps left, Kevin.
For sure. Plenty of racing to go here. Another 153, just like I said.
Did you count the seconds in your head?
No, I can
count.
There's
You literally said 153 without seeing it. So did you count?
No, it just looked like he's been doing that same 153. He's on
I
the
think
pace.
you counted
I did.
60.
While I was announcing,
and
I
then
could still do
53 more than that.
Yep.
While you're announcing.
Oh, good
wow.
Lord.
Landon Gibson. What did you see there?
He came up way short, not like Fitch did. Fitch cleared that whole thing. I don't think he meant to do that. That was just an overjump. He was not planning on going that far.
Gibson is a tough guy out there. He's a roller. There he is. Landon Gibson. Watch the 23 ride. Big things are going to happen for him. He's just learned. He's really young too, and forced to get up on that big bike a little bit early. But he's a warrior. He has no quit in him.
Like it.
Some point next photo.
We're looking at the 40 of Caden Dudney, who was hammering down right now, and I believe he has broke free of Landon Gordon, his teammate. No team tactics here. He is all about the win. Caden Dudney can stay right where he's at. He will be your champion as we are 8 laps into this race. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go on the game clock. And your top 10, it's Dudney, Gordon, Malinowski, Gibson, Hartz. That's your top 5. Then you have Fedortsov in 6th, Forbes is 7th, Hilly in 8th, Malcolm and Russell round out your top 10.
Whoa, Gordon gets out of shape, Kevin.
Thankfully, he's got the, well.
Malinowski's right there ready to pounce.
He is, oh my
God.
What was that?
Landon Gordon.
That was a 12 o'clock just air wheelie there.
That looked like the boys in downtown Philly.
That didn't look.
He looks like he might be in trouble because he looked back.
Yep.
Then he got a handful.
Yellow flags are out.
I don't know.
Malinowski is going to pass him pretty quickly.
Something is going on.
That bike was straight up in the air. He was sitting down. He couldn't correct whatever was going on there.
No.
So the wheels kind of falling off here. Hopefully Gordon can get it back together. It looks like he is now, but man, he was sitting down and just straight up in the air.
Yeah.
Could not fix that problem.
I don't know, Kevin.
He's got to go.
Yeah.
Can't give up. 10 seconds now. Dudney is going, dude. A 155 and a 159 for Gordon, so something's up here.
Yeah, something's going on.
Might have just left it all out there trying to chase down Caden Dudney. He might have pumped up a little bit.
It could be. They're on lap 9. They're very far through this moto.
He's sitting down a lot, too.
He could be getting tired.
I think that's a great observation. He is. I'm not being silly. I mean, we truly, I think that's what's happening.
I mean, this is his second moto of the day, is it not?
Not sure.
I mean, here comes Malinowski right there. Landon Gordon coming through.
Wrestling that motorcycle around. Gordon, not the biggest guy.
That's just a little awkward there for him to do what he did and look back like.
I think he was hoping that wasn't Malinowski.
And when he saw Malinowski,
got to go.
Yeah, he thought he had some cushion to just bring it in. So 2 minutes left. White flag should be coming. 2 lap boards out now, so it should be coming around.
I think he's digging deep, though. I think he went back into a dark place.
No,
and
he's going to have to.
He's got to go. He's got that Yamaha right there.
Now he looks like himself again. Yeah.
It's true. He stretched that lead back out.
So we can get the word, though. We can find out. We're just going to go down there and find out the scoop.
Man, this is a really rough part of the racetrack. There's just nowhere to rest. Everywhere's got a bump. There's somebody in front of you. You're having to change all your lines up. So if you hit it a little squirrely there. Again, this part of the race, when you're just not 100%, it's tough.
Jackie Legs.
It is. It's exhausting.
Wes Kane.
Go ahead, Jackie.
I'm just watching this 81 and 18 battle go on right here. Not much left in this one. Only 1 minute on the race clock. This time around, they are getting the white flag. So one more lap to go here for the 250B Moto number 3.
You got to be pumped, though, if you're Ryan Holiday. Get your boys out there 1 and 2 in this championship run. And it could have went either way. Ryder Malinowski, great job out there. You're going to land on that podium. Landon Gibson, good job. There's
no quit in Malinowski. He is right there just behind Gordon.
No.
He's going to take it down to the wire. There's the 40. He is going to be your champ, the number 40, Caden Dudney.
Guys are still sending it out there if you look out. Hey, I talked to Eli Gross's dad. They're just happy. Just a happy thing they got going on no matter what happens. they were so pumped with their rider, just like, hey, no matter where we're at in here, wherever we finish, we are happy. They like the progress off the little bike on the big bike. Being here like this, they know there's more to come. And he stopped me this morning. He's just like, so happy. That's cool. He's a happy guy.
It's the happiest place on earth, man. I love this race.
Yeah, no matter. They came in with whatever happens. We're happy.
Memories. We're going to have family. Everybody's safe.
He knows there's next year and there's the year before.
Stuff.
Yeah, they're in it for the long haul.
Big triple popping it one more time for Caden Dudney. And he's standing up everywhere, looking smooth. Kevin Wyndham going to go down there and high-five the champ. 250B, 10 laps complete. Moto number 3. Champ is here. The 40's got about 30 seconds worth of work. And he will grab a coveted championship, man. Those things are hard to come by.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. You can see him toss that whip again. I think that whip was warranted.
You earned it, buddy. Absolutely.
I know K-Dub was saying that he was going for scrubs, but I think we can throw a whip right there. Yeah, this part of the lap is good, I'll tell you what.
There you go.
He has got to be stoked.
There it is, checker flag in sight. The champ, the number 40 of Caden Dudney, does it. And he fought off his teammate, pulled away to about 10 seconds. And we're looking for the number 18 of Landon Gordon to come across.
He is landed.
Oh, he's tired.
He's like, yes, thank goodness.
It's over, man. Great work there. There's Andrea Lee checking their attendance on the podium. Yes, you are good.
You're not late. You're on time.
You're not tardy. He was on time. The 40 of Caden Dudney. Throw that bike up on the stand. Get that man some water. Championship is yours. And they are doing it in Athens, Texas right now, Wes. They are watching. There's a ticker tape parade ready to go here when he gets back home.
Big celebration out there. Big celebration going on right there. Caden Dudney, Gordon, Malinowski, great job. Those top 3 are going to be on the podium. Look at him. It's like, hey, how'd I do, Mom?
What do you think? I am the champ.
Yeah, I got a fresh haircut. I'm looking good for the ranch. A lot of things going on down there. Great people. Dad's a great track builder. He comes in, he'll do an enduro cross track. Look at Malinowski's like, yes.
Good job, man. See the different levels of what you think the success is. Malinowski is stoked with his 3rd place finish. And Malinowski with that 3rd going to be good enough for 3rd in the championship. It's Dudney, Landon Gordon, Ryder Malinowski. Just how they finished in that race, that's how they'll land on the championship. We are done here at the podium, and we'll let those guys rest for a moment. Jason Weigett's going to take over the duties down there.
Well, we're going to get ready down here. This might be the star of the week. AMA, I believe, has a Amateur Rider of the Year award, which is for the non-A classes. Generally goes to B riders. Schoolboy is in that same general group. We want to get Caden Dudney on up. Oh, he's doing a little video of his own right there. And again, they're getting used to the way it's going to be at the pro level. There's going to be cameras and media people in your face nonstop that moment the helmet comes off to record moments like that. Caden Dudney coming here to win 2 titles and getting it done, and that was as tough as it gets in the final moto. It was a great one-on-one fight between the 2 Kawasaki riders, and he came out on top. Well, what a week it has been. It will end with 2 championships. He needed to win the moto to get it. He got the moto win to get it. And now the big trophy. Once again, national champion, Caden Dudney. Yeah, we got some air horns going. Nicely done. I'll make life a little easier on you here. So this is the big transition in the sport, going up to the bigger motorcycles, especially 2-stroke to 4-stroke. You have handled that transition. 2 races, 2 titles. It's got to feel awesome to have conquered that step.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. It's harder on the big bike. You know, we got a decent start. I actually think I got the whole shot, and I was kind of pumped about it. And then I heard Landon behind me, so I just tried to keep it smooth and not fall, and we got it done, and we had fun.
Once these bikes go by. About midway through the race, Landon put in a charge. He got close. Did you ramp it back up? What did you figure out different lines? Something changed and you got that lead back again.
I found a couple smoother lines, and I just tried to keep it smooth and not push too hard so I wouldn't fall, and we got it done, so yeah.
Amazing. All right, Caden, let's say you thanks to people.
My mom, my dad, Monster Energy, Team Green Kawasaki, Fox, Dunlop, Oakley, Pro Circuit, Dunlop. Wait, I already said that, I think. Oh, well.
You got 2 tires, so hey, right?
Oakley. Everybody that supports me, thank you so much. Oh, Farm 14, Kevin Wyndham. I'll get you some ice cream.
Yeah. He's buying now. Let's hear it for our champion. We will bring the #1 plate to the stage, as well as some money from On Track School for education. It's paid for by the folks at the Yamaha Blue Crew and MX Sports, and anyone else that donated. We appreciate that. Canvas, Pro Circuit, 60 helmets. That is a scholarship race, so money that can go to the cost of education for Caden Dudney. And now, for the second time, a #1 plate from the American Motorcyclists Association to Caden Dudney. Oh yeah, that's got to feel good. And now you get to rest for a little bit. You can go chill. We'll bring you up for champagne in a bit. I'm going to talk to you second and third in the moto and also hand out a whole shot award. Looking for second place. Well, it was a hard-fought battle. As I said, about halfway through, the number 18 was making a charge, getting close. It looked like it was going to be a nail-biter. He ends up second. Let's hear it for the 18, Landon Gordon. Coming over here in the middle. Well, it was a showdown. You knew you had to win the moto to get it, and man, about halfway through, it looked like it might be starting to go your way.
Yeah, I put in a good push, but yeah, I had nothing left in it. Gave it my all. Yeah, we'll be better next time.
Okay. Who do you want to thank, Landon?
I'd like to thank the Lord, keep me safe, my whole family. Mom and Dad put in so much work, and they sacrificed so much, so yeah, big thanks to them. I'd like to thank Team Green Kawasaki, Pro Circuit, Alpine Star, 100%, Dunlop, Throttle Syndicate, yeah, Ethica, Toyota Redlands, everybody else, thank you so much.
Let's hear it for the runner-up, Landon Gordon. We'll bring third place on up. How in the heck? I didn't even see this coming. Third? Where did that come from? Late in the race. That's another podium for this guy, Alexander Federstov. Oh, you're Malinowski. Sorry, I was like, Federstov. He was like 6th. I thought you made like 3 passes in the last lap. That's you. And I tell you what else you got. That. Stacy Goldshot award to Ryder Malinowski. And third, I don't get to stick around until third place comes across the line. Yeah, so we had you in third of the last lap. You held on. Come over to here in the middle a little bit. How was that moto for you? There was a dogfight coming after you, and you held them off.
Yeah, man, it was awesome. This whole week so far, I've been just digging, improving every moto a little bit at a time. And, yeah, I've only been racing for 4 years, man. So I've been working my ass off, and this means a lot.
Man, you got to be excited about the future, the potential you might have, right?
100%, man. I got a great people, family at Club MX. Everybody there, they've done so much day-to-day training. Hayden, Ross, Mike, Brandon, Ben, and everybody else at Club MX. My mom, it's her birthday, so really want to get on the podium for her, my dad.